Hi, you're watching the Fixed Wing Guide channel with me, Stuart Lomas. Second video for today. Just flicking through YouTube while I had some lunch, came across a video by Andy Hunter, who I hold in great esteem, regarding the out-of-control snobbery in horology. It's something that I've touched on in previous videos, but wanted just to make a very short reply to Andy and everybody else. He showed a clip of Archie's rant about Nomos watches and his opinion about what they are, and I think he said they were complete dog shit. Well, two things here, possibly three. What is dog shit and what is not dog shit? Well, the answer to that is simple. It is your opinion. It's not anybody else's opinion. It's not Archie's opinion. It's not Andy's opinion. It's not Simon's opinion. It's not Matt's opinion. If you have something on your wrist which is something you like, which is something that is comfortable, which is something you've wanted for a while, and far more importantly, it is something that you could afford, then it isn't dog shit. As I covered with my Hassan C watches, they are undoubtedly financial dog shit, but I like them. They are comfortable and they tell the time and they monitor passing of time perfectly adequately. Thank you very much. Why should you take advice from any of the YouTube experts on a subject that is very, very subjective? Well, the answer to that is simple. You shouldn't. Taking advice on anybody from YouTube is only valuable if it is something tangible. So if you need to try to correct the blue screen of death on your computer, for instance, tangible, great, take advice. If you want advice on how to make YouTube videos, take advice. If you want to know how to strip down and put back together a carburetor on a car, great, take advice. Taking advice on what watch to buy, what movement should be in it, what strap to fit, whether something is good, whether something is bad, whether something is indifferent, don't, because I will be different to you, you will be different to your mate, you will be different to the people down the street. It is subjective. People out there love the taste of garlic. I despise it. I can smell it from 100 yards away, and yet you will get chefs extolling the virtues of this particular bulb. And personally, if all the garlic went up in flames tomorrow, I would be a delighted man. But you might love it. You might eat it on your own. You may even be willing to put it on a sandwich. And you do probably feel that it adds a certain je ne sais quoi to any meal that you make, and that's fine. We are all different. We are all subjective in our opinions. So by all means watch different people. By all means listen to what they have to say. But at the end of the day, it's what you want to buy. It doesn't matter whether you pronounce it ETA, whether you pronounce it ETA, whether you want value movements, whether you want whether you've got an itch for a tourbillon movement, whether you want a Rolex, whether you want an Omega. It doesn't matter what is right for you. The many and varied comments to Andy's video showed the breadth of feeling regarding this. Snobbery is indicative of the human race, I feel. It's what we do. It's keeping up with the Joneses. It's about being one up on everybody else. And there seems to be a lot of that in the world. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, you'll get these people, oh, I've got an iPhone 6, I've got an iPhone 6 Plus, brilliant, it's brilliant. I told you I've got a £50 mobile phone, serves me well. I've got the date just, and it's wonderful, you know. Well, you know, good for you if you can afford to spend that kind of money. I've got a brand new Omega Dark Side of the Moon. Excellent. You know, I would love one. Am I willing to pay for it right now? No, not at all. And is anybody going to put me off a watch that I want to buy? No. I'm sorry, no. I've got great respect for a lot of the YouTube channelers out there, and I have mentioned them before today. But if they will be willing to give me advice, constructive advice, on the case, on the pushers, on the strap, on the bracelet, on the movement, how good at timekeeping it is, what kind of crystal it is, i.e. the tangible things, then lovely, and I will listen with the greatest of interest. If they want to talk down to me about you shouldn't do this because it's dog shit, then I'm sorry, at that point I will stop listening. And my advice to anybody out there in this wonderful world of YouTube and the ongoing internet revolution is do the same. What I would say at this point is don't let Archie wind you up. Archie is a character. Paul, based in Australia, I've spoken to. He's a lovely, lovely man. He has explained to me why he is how he is whilst making his videos. He feels it's necessary to have like the Porky's sense of humour from the old 1970s college films. And he feels that that goes down well, and I think indeed it does with a lot of people. But a lot of people make the mistake of taking his views to heart, and Archie is no more than any other fascist dictator who is standing on his podium giving out and pontificating on certain subjects. My view would be let it wash over you. But the snobbery aspect of this watch world that we're all interested in is dreadful. There is a lot of badge. There is a lot of people who feel that they know more than everybody else. Now that may be the case, but my feeling on that is if you do know more than anybody else, it is incumbent on you to share that knowledge, not to look down on people and tell them how stupid they are, or tell them that their watch collection is indeed dog shit, because to them their collection of maybe 2, possibly 3 watches is pushing their financial well-being to its limits, given that we all have bills to pay and houses to run and food to put on the table. So nothing is dog shit, particularly. I wouldn't have a plastic Swatch watch, for instance. That's kind of dog shit. But nothing really is, if it is the pride and joy of somebody. So every watch out there, no matter what it says on the dial, no matter what the watch is made of, no matter what the strap or the bracelet is made of, is hopefully somebody's pride and joy. Snobbery is indeed getting out of control, but it is being allowed to get out of control by people who feel they know better. It isn't right, it isn't proper, but it is one of those things that is it's just the nature of the beast, I think. When there are so-called experts out there who people unfortunately listen to, which is very, very sad, and they take on board criticisms, don't allow other people's opinions colour your judgment. Go out there and go into top-end jewellers, top-end watchmakers, and get their advice. They are the people who will give you good, clear, concise, unbiased advice about what to buy, what's good and what's not, and don't be sucked into the snobbery that seems prevalent right now. I can't say any more on that without getting quite annoyed by it. The important thing is buy what you want, buy what you like, enjoy what you wear, get the best out of it that you can, and most importantly, don't bankrupt yourself. Don't be suckered into, I've got to spend this to get the right watch. The right watch is the watch that you like. It's not the watch that anybody else tells you to buy. Buy the watch that you want. Watch snobbery? It's a bad idea, like any other snobbery in the world. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.